River, do you want to make a Christmas tiramisu?
No.
One last edible present. A very decadent, festive tiramisu.
River, do you like chocolate? Can you bash this up for me? Smash it. I'm going to get a pan on, and I'm going to put it on a little heat.
Dad, I don't know how to smash it up.
Take the wrapper off. Just give it a good old smash. Let me show you. I'll do one like this. Can you do it? So just smash it up. And then in here, we're going to add 200 millilitres of double cream. So as the cream heats up, we'll add 100 grams of chocolate. Very gently, slowly, slowly. So we'll let that melt. I'll put a little pinch of salt in here as well. Just give that a little stir every now and again. We've got these Genoese sponge fingers.
What is sponge fingers?
That's a sponge finger. Tiramisu is literally the easiest dessert you can make. I'm taking this one to the next level because we're making that incredible chocolate ganache.
I love
Now, you love what?
incredible chocolate nash.
Ganache. Can you say ganache?
Nash.
Ganache. I think we're short of one biscuit. Where's the missing biscuit? Well, put it in then. Otherwise, Grandad won't have a bit of tiramisu when it's Christmas. Good quality coffee in one of these, 150 millilitres, lightly sweetened. Pour that in. You want it to be enough so that the sponge soaks it up beautifully like that. Then we're going to add Vinsanto, which is a classic Italian sweet wine. Just a couple of little drizzles. And of course, if you want to make it non-alcoholic, you can. So then we're going to go in with the chocolate sauce.
I love chocolate.
Can you help me pour that in? And that will be a layer that surrounds our beautiful tiramisu biscuits. Oh, this is going to be amazing, River. Look at this. Traditionally now we'd have the creamy layer, right? Mascarpone cheese, which is delicious. You can get it in all the supermarkets. So I'm going to put 250 grams into a food processor. And then ricotta. So I'm going to put 500 grams into the machine, 3 tablespoons of honey, then a nice heaped teaspoon of vanilla paste. And the reason I'm putting it in the food processor is because I want to wazz it up so it's silky, silky smooth, and it's going to be amazing. So, get that lovely creamy layer into the tiramisu, and then we're just going to spoon it around. There is our nice layer.
No, Dad, mix it all.
I don't want to mix it all, I want layers, River. Look at that. Take some chocolate and then just scrape towards you like this. You see that, River? Look, can you just shake that over the top? Yay! And then the ultimate taste of Christmas is a little bit of clementine. You just put a tiny bit of zest on top. It's a really good, easy dessert to do on the day or even in advance. So there you go, guys.
There you go, guys.
Christmas tiramisu.
My triple chocolate Yule Log is a scrumptious rolled chocolate sponge filled with hazelnut chocolate spread, whipped cream, and topped with a luxurious chocolate buttercream.
Oh.
And I'm going to cut off this end. I then put this here, like that.
Oh, it's true.
You see?
I want to eat it.
So do you know what the good news is?
What?
This is for Nanny and Grandad to take home.
No, I'm going to take it. My dad.
This buttercream is going to go on the outside of the Yule Log. All these little kind of nooks and crannies are supposed to look like...
Bark.
Yeah, it's like bark. Right, who wants to decorate some bits? Put some of these around the outside. Some crushed hazelnuts. So there you go. That is the Yule Log. That sponge is going to be so soft and silky and chocolatey and gorgeous. Hi guys, hope you're well. Okay, so I've got a brilliant recipe for Christmas crumble. Woohoo! Come on. This one is quick, it's easy, it's got some brilliant Christmassy hacks. The first hack is I'm going to use a jar of beautiful cranberry sauce. 100 grams of that gives you the fruit, the flavour of Christmas and the sugar. Then we're going to use 1.5 kilos of apples and pears. Now this is the season for apples and pears, and don't get the cooking apples that need more sugar, go for the eating apples and try and mix the varieties up so you can see you've got different colours, different flavours. They'll all cook differently, but if you mix up the pears and apples, it will taste amazing. The cranberry sauce gives us that brilliant cheat of sugar and the flavours of Christmas. So mix up the apples and pears. I'm going to add another Christmassy ingredient, and that's the clementine. Add in the fine zest of 1 clementine, and I'll go in with the juice as well. So So that clementine juice smells so good. If you wanted to put a little Christmas spice in there, a little nutmeg grated in there, or a little tiny pinch of cinnamon, that's amazing. Put in some Christmassy sherry, just a nice little lug like that. And then all you have to do is mix it up, put a lid on, and cook that slowly for about 10 minutes until tender and delicious. Let me show you the crumble topping now. It is so simple. So in a traditional sense, we're gonna go in with 50 grams of unsalted butter. We're then going to go in with 100 grams of plain flour, but then we go in with 50 grams of flaked almonds. I'm going to go in with 50 grams, which is about 2 tablespoons of sugar in there as well. So just rub this all together to make that classic crumble topping. Here's a nice little curveball. Grab yourself 1 or 2 or 3 if you want mince pies, and I'll literally just crumble it up in my hand, and that is the flavour of Christmas, right? Straight in there, and you can see the texture and the colour changing. Brilliant little cheat. And I love that. So, when that's cooked, I'll show you how to put it together. I love it. So, the apple and pear and the cranberry, that's had about 10 minutes. It smells amazing. I'll turn that off now. Get yourself 1 large or 2 nice moulds. I quite like, when I do a crumble, to make 1 for now and 1 for the freezer or the fridge, right? It's just a nice thing to have around, so you can just whack it in another day. So the gift that keeps giving. So I'm just gonna fill this bowl with half of this mixture. It smells so nice. What I love about using eating apples and the pears is it doesn't just completely fall apart and turn into pulp. I'm just gonna spoon this in like that. I'll take half of this and just sprinkle this on top. Now, I try to put most of it in the middle and then kind of almost go a little bit around the outsides, and that way it kind of allows it to breathe, and you kind of get nice little blippy bits here as well. So that's lovely. So that's 1 down, and then this second one to go. So I'll just simply pour that into there. I freeze these, I put them in the fridge. You know, in 2 weeks' time, I want a lovely dessert. My family love a crumble. We never get tired of them. But it's really lovely to change up the toppings and, of course, the fruit combinations. So there you go. 2 done, super simple. 1 for the freezer, 1 for the oven. About half an hour at 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit. And then I'll serve it up with some custard and maybe a little bit of ice cream as well. Gorgeous. So the crumbles had 30 minutes. It's smelling amazing. And come on, look at that. Come and have a look. Golden, sticky gorgeousness. So there you go, it's looking amazing. The question is, what to have with it? Ice cream or custard? I think you know what I'm gonna do. So get yourself a little plate, get yourself a little spoon. Let's get in there to the soul of this beautiful crumble. Come on, look at that, hot and steamy. Apples and pears. For me, the mince pies going in that crumble give it an amazing texture and flavour, but it's not too much, it's not too heavy. It's just that little bit of Christmas, which I love. Let's get some ice cream in the story. Classic custard. And there you go. Christmas crumble, custard and ice cream. Let's get amongst it, come on. A bit of custard. Oh my Lord. That reminds me of being a kid. That reminds me of my nan, my mum. In this month of festivities, get out there, try those little cheats to make your very own Christmas crumble.